Hello and welcome back to Nine Kings. I'm back from my trip, and with that we have the early access version of Nine Kings, which is not the version I had before. I had the review copy, the beta you could say. And yeah, I unlocked a bunch of stuff. It did reset some of my progress, mostly like difficulties. I grinded back up. I unlocked a few perks on different characters, because I feel like the higher difficulties definitely require you to have some perks. And we're going to be jumping into King 2 with King of Nature, since that's the only king that I did not unlock in the beta, and it was because the requirement for it was pretty insane, very difficult to do. You had to do a lot of runs, and they changed that. I think now you have to train 99 units, which is not that difficult, so much easier to unlock, and I much prefer that. I just beat King 1 right before starting this video, and I figured I definitely need some of the perks that help you with your initial board, which in this case is going to be +1 random card from your king in hand per rank. I really love this perk. I think it's pretty much the best one to go for early game on like all kings if they have it. And then I decided to go with 1 mycelium, but or I think it's called mycelium or something, probably mycelium. And I'm not sure I'm going to put a second point into this because it doesn't really do that much damage and it takes a long time to kind of get set up. So I'm not going to go for this. I think this is pretty mediocre. You'll see the main tower if you haven't seen gameplay of this king before. Very fun, very cool main tower. Procreate whenever you lose a life is all right. But I think we're going to do nurturer. There's your 10% extra max health. And here we go. King 2. So yeah, I reached the difficulty of king, which is the starting difficulty for like the ascension kind of thing, where it's going to be king 1, king 2, king 3, I'm assuming. And I don't know how far it goes, so we're going to find out. So eventually, at some point, I will do some challenge runs maybe with no perks, trying to beat higher difficulties with no perks. So we start with mycelium. Creates a spore every 9 seconds. They reworked a bunch of cards, balanced a bunch of stuff. I'm very happy with the changes. The devs seem very, very committed to patching the game. They release like patches every single day, which is absolutely amazing. Buffing cards, mostly buffing, I think. Yeah, mostly buffing. So this was changed, a lot higher damage, but slower spawn speed of 9 seconds. And here's the main tower. It creates a zone on the ground, a field, that's going to heal and damage enemies. And that field stays for the duration of combat, as we'll see in a second here. Boar is fantastic. It's like a buffing unit. I'm still not exactly sure how boar works exactly. I'm not sure it can attack if it's mounted, but we'll see. So I'll place boar here. This is my usual go-to setup, is like boar plus forest. And you kind of just scale it up. And then it buffs your main damage dealer, or tank here. I am going to clone the boars. Early game is really tough on this difficulty. I'm actually not going to play on auto, because the fields are very impactful to hit the backline sometimes. So we'll be doing that. Let's plan 2-speed. Elf can be your main carry, but I don't think it's that good. What other kings do we have? I didn't even check. Okay, I can't even pause. Yeah, you can see them in the pause menu, but I can't pause. So let's take Procreate, and let me check. So we have King of Greed, we can do Thieves, and King of Nothing doesn't really have a great win condition unit. I might go Thieves then. That would make sense, but for now, let's duplicate the boars. Start placing some fields. Now the best pairing for King of Nature is King of Stone, because you gain access to the Poison Cauldron, which is very, very, very strong. Attack speed is alright. I think I will take... I could take... Oh yeah, I forgot about Mercenary. Would I rather have Mercenary as a win con or Thieves? Problem with Mercenary is you really have to assemble a huge amount of money for it to be really good. So I'm just going to take the beacon, slap the beacon here, start buffing the main tower since it attacks pretty slow. I think attack speed affects... Yeah, it affects the speed at which you can place fields, which is kind of insane. But yeah, if I do manage to get King of Stone, I might roll for it. I could place like a cauldron here and it would be very impactful. I think King of Progress is also great with this King of Nature starts because you can play Treants, and those are massive tanks that gain a huge stat boost from boars, although they wouldn't really benefit from Beacon, so that's something to consider. Probably take Wildcard. Whenever any unit is added to any plot, add 1 extra unit, so that's very, very good with the farm. Also, Poison Thorn's very good as well. I think I might take that. Try to make like a really tanky unit. This is really strong though too. I do have King of Nothing, right? So, but I would need an extra plot here to play the farm. I don't want to play it here. Let's do Poison Thorns for now. And then I think I just max out the boars here. Maximum tempo. Make sure I don't lose any lives early. Access to a little bit of poison. Pretty sure it's more important to upgrade the actual unit compared to upgrading the buffing tile, because you have more max HP to work with. So the 2% increase on 70 is probably better than 4% on like half of that. Well, it's the same actually, I think. There are the thieves, and yeah, I guess we'll do it, sure. I'll see if that can carry me all the way. Attack speed is probably fine on scaling for the thieves. And you definitely want to play on manual here, and I've been starting more manual runs these days because it's been getting a lot harder. Specifically with the fields, it is impactful if you have the thieves jumping in the back line and the auto usually places the field in the front. You won't get any benefits from placing a field in the front. Okay. So here it'd probably be forest. I think. I might as well just say clone, right? I think I'm gonna buff the... Nah, I won't buff the main tower. Doubles the HP of the target plot in the year of the prophecy. 9 years. That is not a great position there. I feel like prophecy is somewhat underwhelming. I think they might have to rework how it functions, but we'll see. So the only upgrade this contributes to is the area of effect of the field, I think. So I don't really care that much about that. Poison Vial's not the best either. But I do have some poison, so I guess I'll do it. Should be on the boards though. I haven't tested, again, so this can be mounted by adjacent troops. If it's mounted, I'm not sure this can attack. So if I put the poison on it, I'm not sure it will proc. I think the only unit attacking is the mounted unit. The unit that's mounting, so I guess I'll just poison vial this. Get some fields. Yeah, the AoE mostly matters if you are... Well, late game it really matters if you have the poison, but also if you're on auto, because it can hit other units accidentally. I also kind of like the wall with the King of Nature, because you can heal the wall by placing fields there, and then enemies walk up to the wall. And it doesn't really work on higher... Oof, I much prefer Blacksmith over the attack speed, but I guess I could place the... Yeah, I might do Blacksmith as well here in this position. Double scale these thieves. They're gonna be really strong later. Definitely need 1 stack at least of the shield to allow them to tank one hit. They're pretty weak units. Otherwise. I mean, I'm also not sure the poison... No, never mind. I was gonna say the poison on hit works, but no, it does, because it's a passive. It's not an enchantment. Forest, clone... Well, again, clone is just better. King of Stone. There it is. Hopefully we get the Cauldron. Alright, so here... Should I scale? What should I prioritize here? My guess would be damage. But also HP is really tempting as well, because it's working on a higher number. But I have to scale these at some point as well. I think I'm going to do this first because we have the most units here. So buffing them gives me the most value immediately. I really enjoy this king. One of my favorites. The main tower is really fun to play with. Although fields are slightly underwhelming early game. They don't do much damage. You really need to get lucky. I think the King of Nature is one of the worst early game kings. It's really hard to stabilize unless you have boars. I think boars are definitely what you want to see as your first. Earthworks. Earthworks, pretty good. Trent. I mean, do I really need space is the question. I feel like I don't really need space right now. I think I might take the main tower upgrade. Oh wait, those are... Oh, the tank unit I'm talking about is not called Treants. Treants is, right? What are they called again? I might upgrade the forest again. Yeah, I'll probably do so. Whoops. Is the game bugged? Oh wait, no. I mean it's card selection. Kind of forgot. Sure. Let's not upgrade that though. Let's do this. Make those as tanky as possible. Oh wait, they didn't jump into backline. Because these thieves jumped into my backline. So then my thieves just stay there. Oh, uh-oh. Oh yeah, that sucks. Okay, well. Happens a lot on this difficulty. I will play Dispenser. Dispenser is a good tower. Carnage is not great. Seal Coat is amazing. Seal Coat helps a lot. Dispenser here. Attack speed scaling. So this gains... Oops, I need to focus here. Yeah, this tower gains basically 9% attack speed per year. Because it scales with the amount of gold you gain. Not the best tower to play if you're not King of Greed. It's much easier to scale this with King of Greed, but it's still decent. It can go to very, very high attack speed at some point. Somewhat helpful. Right now it's trash though. It's gonna take a minute. Maybe I should have rolled aggressively too, because I do think you're supposed to use your gold pretty aggressively in this game to roll for cards. Alright, here I'm gonna upgrade the thieves. Just need more base stats here. More units as well. Yep, they're dead. Yeah, I'm not sure the thieves are very viable on this difficulty, to be honest. Seems pretty tough. They just have such low HP that it's very difficult to... Oh, man. Yeah, I think the thieves are not viable here. They even have a coat, and they're not doing much. Wall is fine. Might help. Expansion... Say expansion. Huh. Interesting. Probably next to the thieves. So if I find like another buffing thing, I'd put it there probably. Let's place the wall so it starts scaling. I like the wall a lot. But yeah, it seems like my thieves are definitely not as good against the... What was the previous king? King of Stone? Pretty good against King of Nature, though. Oh, shit. It's not good enough here. That sucks. And yeah, we're gone. Okay, well, again, this difficulty is really hard. I don't think I'm ever going to try the thieves again here on this difficulty. It just seems like they just get popped. Which is unfortunate. Well, off we go again. What are we starting with? We are starting with blood and nothing. That is not the best start, But we did find boar. Always happy to see boar. Orchard, clone. Yeah, I'll just procreate them, alright. Well, again, boar is the best start. Very good stats on this unit. Mangler, I do not like Mangler at all. Yeah, I don't like King of Blood with this King of Nature start. I might max the boars. Yeah, probably should. Doubles the stats pretty much. Well, the HP at least. Not the attack. And probably auto this 3 times speed. Elf. I don't like Orchard too much. I will take the elf, but I will not place it next to the boar, I think. Maybe I should. I think I should still. Oh, whoops. I think that still works. I can place the... Yeah, that still works. Not as optimal, but that was a misclick. Blacksmith, good one. Burning unit is added to a plot. Again, I could do this, but also the AoE range is decent. Poison thorns. Always good. How does this work with proliferate? So it says when any unit is added. So does that mean it just doubles the extra units? So if I place 9, it would place 18, or would it just be 10? I think I'll take the thorns again. Maybe I shouldn't. Alright, let's try populate. Let's try it. Do damage scaling. The King of Blood, at the very least, is a decent matchup for me early game. We should be fine there. Carnage. I do think Carnage is relatively good with the boars, but then once they mount, it becomes less good. Still, I'm not so sure about the imps. I guess it's something I could play temporarily. It's not too bad. It's just nice to have extra units, I guess. Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Cauldron will probably be here then, because I need the forest here. Maybe that's okay. Imps. Just swarming. Clone or proliferate? We can test the proliferation. I'm somewhat interested, but I also really want to upgrade the elves because of the damage scaling. So let's do that instead. Even if you have a troop card on the target plots by the year of the prophecy, double its number of units. Not great. I think this is supposed to add 3 units, so I guess we get to test this. Oh no, wait. Alright, here we go. Okay, did double the amount of units again. Okay, that's very strong. That's really strong. So if we do find a farm, this is gonna go absolutely crazy. I could probably farm here, actually, yeah. In that case, I'm kind of regretting the position of the imps. That's okay. Yeah, that means this is gonna create a ton of imps, right? Whew. Tripled the population, I think. Pretty good, actually. Maybe I'm underestimating how useful this is. I don't play with imps often, but it's just a lot of very small trash mobs, and that can be really good in some matchups. It's pretty bad against AoE, though. There's Procreate. We know we know that's gonna be good. No King of Stone. Can't say I'm a huge fan of King of Progress. I think I'll do Greed here. Then again, Ballista is a great unit, but we already have Elf. next to boar. And I really want a forest here. I guess I could skip the forest, just play... Wow, Baby Boom would be insane actually. If I find Ballista here, I might go for it. I might skip the forest until we find an expansion. Does that mean I skip the procreate and wait? This Baby Boom is going to be crazy. If I can wait, I should wait. So I guess we just upgrade this for now. Might work out. I think Popula is really much stronger than I probably thought it would be. Hopefully I don't lose a life for grading out the procreate though. That would be unfortunate. I guess Imp, right? Just gonna be a ton of units. 78. Pretty good in this matchup. Okay, so King of Progress, I want to say we have a decent matchup into. Pretty long fight, so 3,000 damage, precision. Precision's not too bad on Elf. Crit can be useful. What else would I be looking for? Oh wait, no, Ballista's King of Stone. I'm so dumb. Okay, wait, so why did I take King of Progress? No reason, right? Damn it. That sucks. Okay, that's really bad. I confused two of the kings. Yeah, King of Stone really has everything I'd want, damn it. So now I could go for the tank units, but I have a damage scaler, so it's not that good. I should probably still roll for a unit, whatever that is. Labrat. Okay, I'm not so sure about Labrat. I might just take Trent. Wildcard Unify. Sacrifice all troops adjacent to target plot. Target plot gains the number of units sacrificed. Wow. So that could have been really insane if I had this next to this, and it would just double. Oh man, that would have been crazy. Might still be able to do it if I can move the units somehow. I think I'll just grab both. Can I grab both of these? I really want Steel Code. I can't. I should have calculated my money a little bit better. Maybe it's better value on this, actually. Let's do the steel on this. And at this point, I might as well procreate my elves, I feel like. I guess it's still possible we hit a unit I want to play here, and then I procreate it, and then we get a bunch of value. So if I can grade, I should try. I do think the code is really, really good here. With that many units. Single target kings are our best matchups. So I want to dodge King of Stone. But I mean, we don't have King of Stone, so we're good on that. What else has AoE? Not sure. I could play another set of imps, but then they board the boars, and I'm not a huge fan of that. Demon Altar, I don't know. Demon Altar's okay, I guess. It's not bad, but I should probably roll, right? But what am I rolling for? Can I find cards from my own king on this roll? Not sure. Carnage. I think Carnage is alright. I think Cemetery is pretty good. Could do that. Sure, why not? Help me stall a little bit more. If we face any kings that can hit backline, that's also pretty bad for us, so... Looks like King of Nothing and King of Blood are actually good matchups for us, so that's really good news. And what's the other one? King of Progress? Yeah, King of Progress also good, so I think we have only good matchups. Yeah. It's interesting in this game because you can pick kings for their cards, but you can also pick them because they're good matchups for your own build. There's the farm. Alright, I gotta take the farm. And we can expand and proliferate, or farm the elves, I would say. I still want the forest here. Probably. Yeah, probably. Probably farm the elves. So it's giving me 2. We have good trashy front line, and then we have fairly strong backline units that can hit. So this targets the most distant target, which is pretty useful in this case. Oh yeah, if we face our own king's units, that's a pretty bad matchup. Because they also hit backline, since they also have elves. Wow, this is doing a lot of damage. Elf, elf, elf. I should probably max it out, but I guess we can do that through clone. I just want to max it out for the extra stats so this scales it more. But I guess I could have upgraded the farm as well. I don't think it's going to matter. I just like the stats on this right now. It scales it more. Cemetery is doing great. Vampirism. I'm not sure. I'm pretty convinced Vampirism is not that good of an enchantment. But what am I really rolling for? I kind of like Sacrifice, and I just sacrificed Mycelium. Ooh, the crit is good. Yeah, the crit is good. 20% crit across the board. And yeah, let's level both of these. I don't like Mycelium anyways here. In this case, it's not doing much. This matchup's fine. Most of my all my damage dealers are just hitting backline anyway, so they're dodging the tanks. These tanks reflect damage. And then through the healing zones, we're probably fine. None of these. Yeah, King of Progress was a mistake. I just didn't remember that it was King of Stone I was looking for the Ballista and for the Cauldron, but I thought Ballista was in here for some reason. So in this case, I think we probably roll and try to find, like, yeah, Reinforce is okay, I guess. Every time I level up a plot, this gains 1% stat. 1% of all stats increase. It's alright. Nothing too crazy. I like the imps. I keep underestimating that unit. I'm happy I confirmed that it's good again. So I think I remember seeing it when I played King of Blood and being like, yeah, that's a good unit. And I kind of forgot. And now I'm back on the M train. Seems really great with Cemetery as well, because this basically doubles my units, and with Proliferate or Populate, I think we have a good combo on our hands. Let's take Procreate. Baby Boom, nothing. Procreate on... I think the elves... I mean, they're the ones getting scaled by Blacksmith, and I guess they naturally gain units with Farm, but still. I'm gonna stack some enchantments on these as well. Cemetery upgrade. Bomber's good. I really like Bomber. It's not exactly what I'd want here, though. Because then it would be mounting the boar, which I think is not great. I don't know how the boar prioritizes units. I'm not sure who mounts it. So I'll just take Cemetery. Does upgrade the stats, I think. 15, 2.25, 067. Okay, so just damage and health. That's alright. I really need a steel coat for this as well. Maybe it was a higher priority to put steel coat on this than this, but yeah, at the time it seemed correct. Because I had so many more units, now I don't. Wow, that cemetery is really impressive. That's so much damage. Okay, we finally got forest. I think poison vial is not great, so I'll just take forest. Start scaling the boars a little bit. Might be a little bit late for that, but still, might as well get a little bit of extra stats. I'm just really happy we have good king matchups here. Sure, their cards are not the best. King of Nothing's good though. King of Nothing, Blacksmith, Farm, plus Steel Coat, those are all great. Honestly, never mind. King of Blood's also good. I think we have some really good matchup plus card pool kings. What is happening here? Looks like we're probably gonna win this. Okay, we can do another farm if we want. Expansion. Wait, where did I say I wanted to expand? I can't remember. I don't think there is a specific plot I want to expand now. In particular. Probably not. Yeah, I don't think it matters. Let's just go, I guess, here. I don't know. I think I will wildcard the blacksmith actually. I want more damage. For the treant as well, it's good, and for the imps, it's also relatively good. Not super important, but still. I actually think cemetery next to blacksmith is not ridiculous either, but then kind of awkward because you want to place it next to units usually, so this is probably the best position. Long fights though. Very low damage output once my backline dies. At least we're not losing the fights. Take clone. In this case, it's probably going to be blacksmith again. Zones are pretty nice. Decent damage output, 2.5 on the fields now, after many years of scaling. Seems great. There's it. Okay, that's what I thought the treant was, but no, it's called Defender. Defender, I could play it. I did open a slot next to forest. It's not the best forest though. I could also reinforce and just go that direction. Don't have that much to upgrade though. I think I might take the defender. 3 new plots with forests on each of them. This is fine. Buildings apply their effects one more time. That's really good with farm. I think that's acceptable. Let's do that. Defender. Yeah, that's a lot of damage scaling. Really good on the elves. Great for the farm. I should rely on this combo a lot more. Seems really strong. Like, I just don't... I have infinite frontline. It's so good. Procreate, yep. Now... should I procreate the elves? Or even the imps, I don't know. Ah, it's probably just the elves, I don't know. I don't think it's boar. I think I'd rather have more elves than stronger elves. Damn. This is critting too, I forgot. It's critting for 6. It's a lot of damage. It's a great combo because the imps are really keeping enemies in the fields, so it's really nice. Guaranteed crit, it's okay. Converter, a little bit late for that. I think we go precision. Make peace with an enemy king. Yeah, at this point I don't want to see any more King of Blood cards, so that's fine. I'd rather try to fish for a steel coat for the elves. I do think the crit's gonna help quite a bit. Helps me one-tap stuff like that. Yep, lots of deaths there. Very good. Clean up the backline faster. Although these already have baseline, 35, well 15 base plus 20. It's a lot of chances to crit anyways. Ooh, okay, that's scary. What is happening there? How did they even get to the backline? Uh-oh, I might lose a life here. Because these imps do not tank, I think. Do they? No, they do. Am I gonna lose? King of nothing, huh? I mean, I'm slowly losing units, but it seems like we'll be fine. What? I don't even know what's surviving here. What is surviving? How are they that tanky? I'm a little bit confused there. Maybe it's the... No, it's not the defender. That's confusing. Okay, that's actually really scary, because if I face... Okay, we need help against King of Nothing. That's... How did they... Okay, so I need to rely on this more, I think. Defender. I'll take wildcard. I'll probably end up just upgrading and proliferating Defender then. Ugh. It's not that tanky. 40 HP? Maybe it's just better to proliferate the imps then. I just need more frontline. And I think this is better frontline with Steel Coat than this is, unfortunately. I can also convince myself to play Orchard, but... Maybe I should upgrade the farm first, though. Yeah, I'm gonna upgrade the farm. It's really sketchy. The fact that my front line is not holding up. Is it holding up here? Not really. Quickly falling, but... Cemetery. Seems to be holding up. Yeah, I think we're good. We're good, we're good. The good thing about the cemetery is it sends out imps extremely fast. Like, they run really fast. Okay, defender upgrade's good. Defender again is good. There's ballista. A little bit late for that. Not much else I want here. What should I just roll for another unit for cemetery? But then my farm isn't focused. I don't like that too much. Probably skip. 170, that's a lot more interesting. Still not the best, but decent. It also means 170 damage reflected back to the whatever attacks it, mostly rage units. I think that makes me a lot stronger. Ah, yeah, what are these units? I can't tell. Are these like... These are paladins, right? Should not be doing that much damage, but I guess on this difficulty, they are. But the imps are holding on. Thankfully. There's Steel Coat. Okay, finally. I think that's gonna help a lot. Yeah, it's gonna help a lot. Against ranged units, it's gonna help against those paladins. A little bit. Basically doubles my effective HP. No, even more than that. My dog wants to come in. Give me 1 second. I'll let you guys watch this fight. Okay. So we got Converter. Should I just roll here? Roll for precision. I just don't really think Converter is going to help me that much. It seems like it might be okay against Paladins, though. to just convert them into rats. Attack speed's pretty slow. I think I'd rather have the crit. Reinforce is not great. Precision. Expansion. I'll just expand next to Cemetery in case we find another trash unit that we want to play there. Like another set of imps. Oh wait, no, I removed King of Blood. Whatever. Okay, that was really helpful, the steel coat there. Against these guys. Huge. Absolutely huge. So much tankier. It's more than double my max HP in this case. Clone Forest. We don't have that much time left, but it's still relatively good. Got my mega elf army. So many elves. 140. And again, yeah, it looks like the paladins are probably going to make their way through. But I have a tankier back line, so... Oh my god. Seems fine. I think at some point I might turn off damage numbers. We'll see. It's only weird when there are so many damage procs happening at the same time. But I kind of like seeing like the big numbers, I guess. In some cases. But I don't know. I might make a poll. What do you guys think about damage numbers in this game? Yes or no? Be interested to see what you guys think about that. Scout Tower. Too late for that. It's a wild card. Receive 3 Procreate cards immediately. I don't think that's bad, but... whatever. We'll do it. I mean, it's literally 18 per... Let's just go all in on elves. It's just funny. It's just funnier that way. 190. There are no AoE units that hit backline here, so we should be fine. But if we were facing King of Stone, I would definitely not do that. That's that many more units with Steel Coat, though. How much damage is that? 102. Pretty good. Overhaul. Not great. Let's go for precision again. 3 strikes of guaranteed crits. It's pretty good. That's a one-shot, one-kill. Sniper. More Procreate. There's Cauldron. Better late than never. That's pretty cool, I guess. What else? I could go for a Quarry. Sure. Alright. Cauldron will also add poison to imps. But more importantly, it adds poison to treants. Quarry. Procreate. Oh, I forgot it adds damage to the cemetery as well. Not bad. Not a bad build at all. I was surprised at first to see this work so well. Feels great. Feels fantastic. So that was way more effective than I thought it would be. The elf win con seems to be good in certain matchups. Just shredding the backline. But more importantly, let's just... the main takeaway is, when you see Populate, I think you should probably take it. That seems really broken. Since it just doubles the amount of units you gain. Especially with King of Blood. Alright, final year. We have a total of like... 290 elves at the end of the day. Wildcard on poison, so it's 2 stacks of poisons per, and then Random orchard, why not? 189. Close. King of Progress. Should be easy. Very easy. Very easy. Probably one of the easier fights. But I mean, I would beat anything, but definitely one of the easier ones. Truly impressive damage from Triento. What the hell? What was that? 169,000? That's more than all my elves. That's more than 289 elves. Are you kidding me? What is this tower? I mean, I don't think it counts the poison. So that's just raw damage output. What was this damage at? I wish I had checked. 'Cause I can't. Oh wait, no, I can do it. All right, we can check here. So this is the infinite mode. I'll play a few rounds probably, but I'll probably exit out at some point. All right, fine. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. I committed to it. I wanted to see the damage. So enemies will grow stronger faster. You no longer face bosses, and you can pay to expand your territory. So for like 30 gold, you can expand. But yeah, this was at 8 damage. Wow. Okay, let's do this. We'll just keep going for a bit. Yeah, I can't really exit out, I think, because it's gonna... Yeah, I'll just have to lose at some point. Anyways, let's just keep going. It's fine. The only issue is this build doesn't clear that fast. But I think that means I'll probably lose like around 40 something. My record is 72. 72. I don't even know what I'd want to do here. Maybe, yeah, forest and place it here. Or something like that. We can add King of Blood again. We can go King of Spells for the library. I think that's the most interesting thing to me. I do think King of Spells is a bad matchup for me, though. That's probably going to be my doom, but... we'll probably die to King of Spells. I need to remove this now. Orchard, it's not necessary. And yeah, it's mostly this king that's going to take a while to go through the defenders. Oh well. That wasn't too bad. I guess that, yeah, this tower is going to get crazier and crazier. 10 already, wow. Very interesting. I think this might actually be stronger the more we go, the further we go. But then, obviously, enemies get stronger. That's the problem. That is the problem. But yeah, it's scaling 4 times here, 2 times here, 11 already. Kind of just better frontline. And the way to do that would be... Oh my god, they're shredding already. The way to do that would be to add a library here and duplicate the steel coat so that these become tankier. Oof. Okay, I gotta take another farm. That's just not negotiable. Doubles max HP. Every poison effect is applied twice. I don't think double max HP matters. I think units get one shot anyways at some point, so... Maybe. Instead of trying to library this, which... Nah, I think it's a mistake. I should probably... What should I do? Should I farm the boars? Or should I farm the defenders? I think I'm going to farm the defenders. I think our front line is the most important thing. And the boars would only go into buffing the elves, which I think would be bad. So let's start farming some defenders. Get a slightly better front line. Oh, whoops. Not on auto. That's a big deal. Uh-oh. Because I didn't press the auto button, we might lose a life here, yep. Okay. Well, it's kind of what I asked for, so... Is there anything I want to do here except for just grab, like, reinforce or something? I don't think precision matters anymore, so let's reinforce these. I need these to get like 2 ridiculous amounts of HP, potentially. They'll still get 1 tap, though. Yeah, they're already getting shredded, alright. Maybe I should have gone for the... Yeah, I should have gone for the double max health. It's higher tempo too. That was a mistake. I didn't realize these were that high, honestly. I didn't check. And then seeing them at 400, it would have benefited so much from the double. I'd love to see more quarries. Forests. Let's do clone. I might... No, I think it's forest. The 2% damage matters a lot for this, but that's really about it. I would say it's probably forest then, or even farm. It might be farm. I just think extra units are probably better than scaling the units. Depends. I think at some point scaling the units better. Maybe not. I did just say they were getting one tap, so maybe just more units is better. Oh my god, I'm just dead, yeah. I'm actually gonna turn off damage numbers because we can't see shit here. But I think we're just dead. I don't think our build is very good here to go into infinite to endless. I have had some builds go the distance though, but that was on lower difficulty as well. Combustion sounds alright. Elf, Defender, Paladin. There are more imps here. Potentially use on this side. But yeah, I don't really care much for units. Other than imps. So that'll have to do. Oh, I forgot to remove damage number. I can do it. I can do that. I'm gonna have to remember to re-enable it. Hide battle damage. Because we really can't see anything at this point. And damage numbers don't matter. I just want to track what they're doing. So this allows me to see... Okay, they're just completely destroying everything. Holy. Alright, well, goodbye. That was so much damage, too. Oh, now this is taking over. 572,000. Okay. That didn't last long. That was good, actually, to go into endless there. I thought it would last a little bit longer. But it only added, like, what? Like, 9 minutes to the vid. And you do get extra experience for going into endless as well, which is kind of nice. Couldn't quite level up to the next level, though. We got level 5. Which means we get to start with one more perk. Well, so close to level 6. I might grind out level 6 before the next level. And in this case... Oh, wait, what? Oh, yeah, I upgraded that. I don't know. I think 2 free rerolls could be good, but I think stats are better. I'm still wondering how stats work. Is this just like a flat... So, does this only apply to the base unit? As in, let's say you scale a unit with Forest. Will the 10% HP scale the scaling? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to say this better, but like, will it be 2.2% per proc instead of 2% basically? Or is it just counting the base HP of the unit? Which would kind of be equivalent, wouldn't it? I don't know if that would be better. I can't tell. Either way, I still think this is good no matter how it applies. I do think you need HP quite a bit early game. I also think Procreates when you lose a life is fine. I'm not a huge fan of the Mycelium. Treant attacks are 10% stronger. Not sure about that one either. I think Castle can level up 3 more times is actually kind of good. Because it would affect the AoE of the zone. But it would also require you to invest 3 more cards into the tower. Which I think is not great, so I'll just take the HP. Alright, anyways. Thanks for watching. That was actually a really fun run. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.